A local family is hoping its tragic experience with the virus will serve as an example to everyone.
Several members contracting COVID-19 with devastating consequences. CTV's Janice Golding reports.
Michelle Barmash is still struggling to walk and struggling to breathe after she and her entire family contracted COVID-19. But Michelle is still alive. Her beloved husband, Howard, is not.
He was my heart and soul.
The 66-year-old and her 69-year-old spouse were admitted to hospital on February 22nd. They'd had COVID-19 for 9 days at that point.
My father woke up and couldn't breathe. And we called an ambulance. We rushed him to the hospital. And then I went to wake up my mother in the morning, and she was gray.
Originally, the Barmashes were in the same room, but within days, Howard was in the ICU.
There was a whole bunch of doctors and nurses surrounding my husband, and he couldn't breathe and he was freaking out. I was so shocked I couldn't move.
A couple of days later, Michelle was also in the ICU. Despite that, she says she tried to stay in contact with her husband, calling him on her phone.
I kept telling him how much I love him.
But Howard Barmash would die of the UK variant of COVID-19 on March the 18th, and the family that loved him couldn't be with him to say goodbye.
April 1st was our anniversary. It would have been 43 years.
My father was the glue that held everything together.
Lauren Barmash-Viader says she and her children were also sick. The kids had mild illness. The 40-year-old, however, had body aches and pains, bruising on her feet and legs, and now has nerve damage she thinks will be permanent.
I feel like I'm walking on glass.
Barmash-Viader says her parents were both very healthy and didn't have pre-existing medical conditions. And while the family doesn't know where they contracted B117, they do think it could have been prevented if people took the virus more seriously.
I think these are two active people in their 60s. This never, ever should have happened. And I am so angry that it did.
They don't realize what this does to a person. It ruins your life.
Michelle Barmash says she doesn't know how long she'll need a walker and portable oxygen, but says the loss she'll never recover from is the passing of her husband.
I look at my kids and I know they need me. But honest to God, it's not easy to live without your heart and your soul.
Janice Golding, CTV News.